Thank you for calling UK Visas and Immigration. Information about all our services can be found on our website at gov.uk. If you are calling about British nationality or right of abode, press 1. To talk to us about exercising your right as a European national, or you are a family member of a European national, press 2. Please choose one of the following 4 options. For information on how to make an application under European regulations, press 1. If you have made an application within the last 6 months, press 2. If you have made an application over 6 months ago, press 3. If you have already received a decision, press 4.
If you are calling about the European referendum, please press option 1. If your call is in relation to a European application query, please press option 2.
Morning,
Hello there.
Alex. How can I help?
Oh, hi, Alex. I've got a technical question for you. My name's Thomas Dyer. I'm calling from after Brexit Immigration. We have had a slight dispute with the client with relation to some advice. They're saying that the Home Office said that they don't have a problem, and we've said that they did. If you have a non-EU citizen who is working, and they are married to an EU citizen, and the EU citizen is not working, then for the purposes of the European regulations, the European citizen is exercising treaty rights by purpose of being self-sufficient on the income of the EU citizen. Would the Home Office agree with that position?
Well, you can class yourself as a self-sufficient person. You can exercise your treaty rights in the UK as a self-sufficient person.
Yeah. So,
was that your question?
Okay, right. So, the self-sufficient person, so to be a self-sufficient person, the requirements are that you have a private health insurance, yes?
Yes.
Okay. In the scenario where you have a non-EU citizen who is working, who supplies the money to the EU citizen, that then allows the EU citizen to be self-sufficient, but that therefore requires that the family, that being both the non-EU citizen and the EU citizen and their children, must have private health insurance.
Correct.
Correct. And if the EU citizen did not have private health insurance, then the EU citizen would not, it follows, be exercising treaty rights.
Not as a self-sufficient person.
As a self-sufficient person. So they would need to be exercising treaty rights in some other way.
Yep.
Otherwise, it follows that the non-EU citizen is not actually entitled to work at that point, because if their EU citizen spouse is not exercising treaty rights, then the non-EU citizen cannot be exercising treaty rights on their, for them.
That's correct, yes.
Yes. Which means that the work would be unlawful. So, no insurance. In that scenario, your non-EU citizen's work would not be lawful work.
Unless they had a right to work via another method. But yes.
Unless they had a right to work via a work permit or some other immigration rules application.
Exactly, yes.
Exactly. Brilliant. I'm so glad that when I asked technical questions of the Home Office, that they agreed with my technical breakdown on
I
this.
was hoping it was going to be that and not the other way around. So you're on.
No.
Good.
We've operated. I'm calling you from our office in Cyprus. We've operated for 20 years providing European advice.
Yeah.
And the client had rung up, had spoken to the Home Office. He'd go, "Oh, you've been issued a 5-year residence card. Yeah, you won't have a problem in the future." And I've gone through the client's case scenario very carefully with them, and and what they've told us is that their wife is stay-at-home mum, not working. And what do you mean private health insurance? And
yeah, so
we're getting
obviously at the time that the card was granted, the situation must have been different. Was that?
The situation was that they were within the first 90 days of entry, at which point there's no requirement on exercise. The requirement on exercise is presence, or it was issued as a family permanent initial. But anyway, there we go. Brilliant. Okay. It would be lovely if this was better known, but nevertheless. Final point. Is it an offence for a non-EU citizen to be working in the UK in that scenario? I assume it would be an offence for the employer to employ them under, I think, the Border Act.
Well,
the employer would have the right to use the statutory defence that they were shown a residence card.
Exactly. That was the reason for my because I was going to add that in.
Yes.
The employer probably wouldn't be liable if they had carried out a check using the residence card.
Yes.
Whether or not it's an offence for the EEA national to work.
For the non-EU. Yes.
Sorry, if it was an offence with regards to that, that would be for enforcement to be able to advise you. That's not a question I could answer.
It would be, yes. I think, and if it were an offence, then all income earned would fall under the Proceeds of Crime Act. Incidentally,
that was my scope of
exactly.
You've beaten me there.
Okay, ratio. No, because I think that the offence, going through this, I think that the offence is that if somebody if they don't have leave or an exemption from leave, and the exemption from leave wouldn't apply if their partner wasn't exercising treaty rights.
Yes.
Then that would be a breach of conditions under the 71 Act. Section 21.
The reason we've gone outside my area of knowledge is because I only deal with the European side of it. Now, if this person isn't classed as the partner of someone exercising treaty rights in the UK, they fall then under immigration law, and it's outside my area. So whether or not the offence or what the offence would be, it's an area of immigration law, and that's not what I deal with. So as soon as the answer is that person isn't allowed to work, my advice has to stop, I'm afraid.
Okay, brilliant. Well, you have a lovely day, and absolute pleasure. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.